Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Monday Mix. Today we are looking at the 3rd of March. Now I'm actually recording this on Sunday the 2nd of March, and I spent most of the morning cleaning up the remains of a dead pigeon that was on the patio outside the back of our house. There was also 3 large amounts of feathers all over the garden as well, so poor Mr. Pidgey's obviously been attacked by a cat. So we're going to kick off with coin I've received in the post this week. This is the latest 50p release, celebrating 90 years since the publication of P.L. Travers's books, Mary Poppins. The design's actually been done by Emma Noble, who also did the Beatrix Potter reverses, amongst others. It shows Mary Poppins with a famous carpet bag and umbrella, obviously flying towards Cherry Tree Lane. And we've got the Martin Jennings portrait on the obverse. I mean, this design sort of reminds us very much of the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe one. It's not too bad a design, to be honest, but I wish they'd bring out some coins that had some better meaning, but never mind. We did get a change checker trading card, and to be honest, I'm not expecting much out of this because we've only had either Army Centenaries or Shakespeare Tragedy, so anything different would be nice. That's another Army Centenary. I still don't know whether this is part of the original 11 carded set or whether it's another one. So anyway, I'll move that out of the way, and I'm going to go straight into the UK number 1. Now we're going to go back to 1979 for this, where we saw the Bee Gees at number 1 with Tragedy. Now it was the first week of a 2-week run, stay at the top. It was their 4th UK number 1 single. They did actually have 5 in total, and the members consisted mainly of Barry, Robin and Maurice Gibb. Younger brother Andy, he did sort of sing with the group on a few occasions, but he actually died at the age of just 30 years old in 1988 with heart failure, possibly through drug overdose. Now, they were actually formed in 1958 in Redcliffe, Australia, but the brothers were actually born on the Isle of Man. And there is actually a statue of them in Douglas Harbour. But obviously don't mention it to Grossy Coin Hunt, because he has no idea who they are, even though he actually visited the Isle of Man. So when they were in Redcliffe in Australia in 1958, where they moved to, a Speedway promoter, Bill Good, with an E on the end, he introduced them to Brisbane's radio presenter Bill Gates. And it was Bill Gates who actually named the group the Bee Gees, just the initials BG, after both his, Bill Good, and Barry Gibb's initials. And it was later extended to the Bee Gees as we now know it. The main success was during sort of like the mid-70s, when they actually composed the songs for Saturday Night Fever. They've also had Grease as well, which was sung by Frankie Valli. They've also done songs for other artists like Yvonne Elliman and Diana Ross, amongst others. So they were quite prolific in their songwriting. And obviously it was in later years that they lost Maurice Gibb. I think he was waiting for some operation and he actually died of a heart attack. And then they lost Robin Gibb through liver disease. But Barry Gibb is still staying alive and he's still performing. I think he must be well into his 80s by now, or near enough. The reason I actually mentioned that they were born on the Isle of Man is because I've been receiving this coin in the post. Been after this for a while. And this is the 2024 Christmas coin, which depicts the Manx game of Camag. Got the Glenn Davies portrait of Charles III. Now, Camargue was a game that sort of had actually petered out in the early 20th century, but it was normally played over the festive season, and the festive season started on the 26th of December. So obviously there was some teams consisting mainly of 20 players, but it could have been even more. But it was on a pretty short field. The stick that they used is called a Camman, C-A-M-M-A-N, which is Manx for little curved thing. The game was actually a cross between the Scottish game of shinty and the Irish game of hurling. And they used a little ball which was either made of wood or of cork, which was called a crick or a crig, C-R-I-G. And it could be sort of round or even egg-shaped. But as I mentioned, the game sort of petered out in the earliest 20th century because obviously association football was coming to the fore. But it's still sort of played now and again on the 26th of December by members of the North Island or north of the island against the south of the island. And it's played outside of St John's Chapel, which is what you can see in the background. I've got some pictures here, which were fairly more recently. It looks a bit more like a bit of a free-for-all. And as I say, some people here have got custom-made sticks made out of sort of tree branches, I think. And that fella in the orange just looks like he has a pickaxe handle. But anyway, I'd be carry on with this one because, in fact, Royal Mail as a whole has been a bit not in my good books of late. This one was originally sent and I never received it. I contacted the seller and he sent out a replacement. Obviously it is a circulated coin, as you can see, but because of all the carry on, it did send us a little bonus, so 20 pence from 2020. The Alman Viking ship. And there was a coin a few weeks ago that I actually showed. It was a Christmas 50 pence. Had exactly the same problem. It was actually sent out. I was given the sort of code. That never turned up, and it's still somewhere in the Royal Mail system. And the sender actually sent a refund because he didn't have any duplicates. And I've since ordered another one elsewhere. But there was also a coin that I actually sent out to somebody. That never turned up either. Luckily, I did have a spare and I had to send that out as a replacement. And I had to put a claim into the Royal Mail, who actually refunded me in full, which was pretty decent. So now we're going to move on to what happened on this day. I've got two notable events, one birth and one death. So dying on the 3rd of March in 2018 at the age of 88 was Sir Roger Gilbert Bannister, and he was the first person to run a mile under 4 minutes when he clocked a time of 3 minutes 59.4 seconds on the 6th of May 1954. Now it's the second time that I've actually mentioned Roger Bannister on the Monday Mix, because so I did actually show you this coin on the 6th of May 2024. So the Royal Mint actually produced this coin in 2004 to mark 50 years since the mile record was broken. So this is a circulated coin. It had a mintage of 9,032,500. And it was also part of the Brilliant Uncirculated set for that year, which had a mintage figure of 46,032, but the total BU figure was 109,379 because it was also included in various other sets. The coin was actually again reproduced in 2009 as part of the 40 years of the 50p that was in a proof set which only had a mintage of 1039, and again in 2019 as part of the Culture set, which marked 50 years of the 50p, and that had a total mintage of 84,685 in 2019, of which 31,250 were actually in the Culture sets, along with 4 other coins, and there was some third-party individual coins of 53,435. Now the second event is actually a birth, and we go back to the 3rd of March 1847 for this, where we had the telephone inventor Alexander Graham Bell. Now Alexander Graham Bell, although he was actually born in Scotland, is actually known as a Scottish-born American inventor, because he actually invented the telephone while he was in America. He did leave school at the age of 15 without graduating, because apparently he was a bit sick of all the curriculum. But the Graham part of his name wasn't actually added until the age of around 11. So him and his family actually moved to London in 1865, and in 1868 he passed the entrance exam for the University College in London. He enrolled in the autumn of that year, but again didn't complete his studies as the family moved again in 1870 to Canada. So in 2022, the Royal Mint produced this £2 coin marking the 100th anniversary of Bell's death, which was in 1922. So the design features a more modern push-button telephone feature rather than the original stick when the phone was invented. Now this might be a bit difficult to see, but I think I'll maybe put a rather larger version on screen. But basically the push-button phone, although it's got the numbers there, 1, 2, 3 down, then you've got the star and the hash at the bottom, either side the 0. You've got a little word there, Pioneer, of the telephone. Then you've got the year of Alexander Graham Bell's birth and the year of his death. And there is an edge inscription as well, which basically just says Innovation in Science Bell or around the edge. Now this was part of the Innovation in Science series. It was the 6th one that was produced, but it was the first in the £2 version, because before that they were all in 50 pences. So as you can see there, total mintage of 90,336. It was actually part of the annual BU set as well, which had 40,873 sales, an individual BU pack of 15,917 sales, and the trade packaging for third-party sellers of 33,546, which gives that total of 90,336. And I've actually written on the back there, Innovation in Science Series 100th anniversary. Jodie Clark portrait on that one. So it's not a bad coin, I actually quite like it. I mean, a lot of people weren't enamoured with the push button dial. To be honest, I don't think it would have worked with just the old sort of stick variety of telephone, because you wouldn't have been able to get those wording on the like the buttons like it has here. So let's have a look. We've got a little bit of time, so I might just do a few more world coins. Might only do about 10 this time, just to finish the video off. So we'll start off with first is, let's zoom in a bit, is American 5 cents or a nickel. And that one is dated 1999. And we've got the D for Denver mint mark there. I know I haven't put the Near Mr. Front page up this time. I will do it at the end. Oh dear. One of my nemesis. I think I've got upside down for a start off. So this is cash. I think it is a 20 cash, 20 cents. I think 20 cents, but I think more than likely it's cash. So the Kwang Tung province. Right. So everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Kwang Tung tonight. So I have no idea what the year is. It'll be somewhere down at the bottom, I would think. But all the annotations, I don't know if that's something one. Add one. But the annotations on the right hand side will sort of tell you what it is. Next, I've got another American coin. This one is a 1 cent. 2015. Again, D for Denver. It's got the shield on this time rather than the Lincoln Memorial. Hopefully get something a bit different this time. 1 Deutschmark, 1955. And I've got the little letter J, which is the Hamburg Mint. A small coin here. Oh, it's got a bit of a browny coloured background there. So this is New Zealand, I think. New Zealand, 1967. I think that one needs a good wash. And I've got one from Palestine, so it'll be probably British Palestine, 1927. So we've actually got the year 1927 in our numerals, and we've also got it in the Islamic numerals as well. Two mils. And we've got the like our 2 and the Islamic 2. Nice one. Kind of small one this time. Ooh. Goldy coloured coin. Looks I was going to say Switzerland. I don't know if it is. Yeah, Switzerland, 1981. So I'll be wrapping, 5 wrapping. Back to the United States again with an American dime, 10 cents. Quite shiny one that. 2004, and again, D mint mark. A couple more. Oh, got a square one here, so it is Indian. Half of an Anna, 1946. Got George VI. So that would have been before that actually relinquished the British Raj. Trying to see if there's a mint mark I can make out. There's no dots or anything. So could be Mumbai, I don't know. I'll put it in the annotations, whatever it is. Just do one more. think this one's one of the French states coins with the double-sided axe. 1 franc from 1942. Yeah, so we'll just do 10 for today. Still quite a few in that little tub to finish off. So this is the new Mr. Front Page as it is now. And I've written there in red whether there are any duplicates or whether the new coins, etc. And the reason that the amount of coins is different to the amount of different coins is because I might have the same coin but in various different formats, such as brilliant circulated or proof. For instance, the strike your owns, I will have a strike your own, and then I might have the actual brilliant uncirculated in a pack. So that's it for today, folks. But before I finish off, please do watch that 50p coin hunt coming up on Wednesday. It's an absolute cracker. And until the next time, all I can do is say thank you for watching, keep on hunting and enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.